Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where this is going to be one of those videos where it's one of those patented overview videos. What do I mean by that? Well, I've done this in the past before, but we're going to be going ahead and talking about Candy Apple Cookie, and I want to go over some of her quotes, story. I want to use her in battle. I want to upgrade her, and I want to do all that stuff, because I got to go ahead and do that with all the new cookies that I go ahead and obtain in the kingdom, which, having high suspicions that Candy Apple Cookie is just Apple Fairy. I mean, come on. There's no way that could be a surprise to any of us. Anyway, where the pleb is she? Oh yeah, I do want to mention that I won't be, unfortunately, reading comments in this video because I want to make this video dedicated to the cookie by itself. But still, if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, and feel free to do so. Because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't even matter because as long as we're having a fun giant... I was going to say fun enjoyable, but I'm saying a fun time. If we want a fun time at the end of the day, then be sure to do so, because it just revolves around creator to community and plumbing community to creator. Man, I'm really good at speaking today. Anyway, where the pleb is this apple? Literally hiding from me. Look at that. I could not see her at all. Get your plumbing. That's not. Where did you come from? Wait, by the way, how do you sit on the bench, Nutmeg Tiger? How do you just... Okay, that explains it. Alright. Just to pick you up. Oh, that's a very smug face on her. Kind of worrisome about that one. But you know what? Not even gonna bother to place her on a seat or something like that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was young. I thought that was young Pure Vanilla, like from the cutscene of the story. No, that's just my boy Custard. Do it. I know we got a throne for you somewhere. Let's put you on your throne, just in case. I swear, if Candy Apple leaves, I'm gonna be mad. Let me just see this real quick. There's the boy. There's the friend. Alright, perfect. Anyway, back to the little menace. I want to go over some of your quotes because I'm curious as to what you're going to say.
Sweet little apple, coated with shimmering sugar syrup.
Fun fact, I was never really a fan of candy apples. They just tasted weird to me. I don't know why. I was always much more of a fan of caramel apples because, like, they were sweet, but they weren't, like, overly crunchy or overly sticky. Somehow. Imagine me saying that caramel was somehow less sticky than sugar apples. I don't know how that works, but it just makes sense.
Foolish cookies, fool you again. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I hate her. Okay, I hate her. Burnt cheese. Don't punch her. Don't punch her just yet. I need to go over everything that she has to say. I know she was just busy sweeping because she's trying to make herself look more innocent than she is. But let's not beat her up just yet.
Hello, my name is Apple Fairy Cookie. Not. Got you again.
You know the worst part about this? She technically spoiled the story. She technically spoiled the story. This is one of the first cookies you can obtain who can actually spoil the story for you if you just went through maybe 3 levels and then you revealed, oh, wait, she's not Apple Fairy, she's actually Candy Apple? Well, my whole life, now the whole story is ruined. She's the worst type of antagonist. That's awful.
This place is so dull.
You are saying that while standing in front of the Shadow Milk Cookie statue. Well, now you're sitting next to it because now you're trying to trick me. I know what you're trying to do. I'm gonna be honest, I know that's like a staff. I thought that was a plunger. Looks like you have 2 giant plungers attached to your ears. Of course, now you're getting so close to the statue. You can't persuade me with your little plumbing tricks. I can see past the lie and I can see past the deceit.
My icing went bad. Fine by me, as long as it's super sweet.
I'm pretty sure that means it'll go spoil. Like, icing went bad. Fine by me as long as it's super sweet. No, if it's bad, that means it's gonna spoil and make. Okay, I understand you're sick, but you don't need to be physically sick to act sick. You are... Oh my gosh. That thought bubble had so much thought in it, and I loved it. I feel like that was just like Shadow Milk checking up on her. And I really want to believe that Shadow Milk thinks she's annoying. Like, she's a follower, but she's annoying. Man, there's actually an upside to this character now.
Fundamentals of Trickery, Chapter 1. Transformation.
That should be one of the last chapters to transform your whole body. You think Chapter 1 of Trickery is just gaslighting? Like, that's all it needs to be. If you're trying to perform trickery, it doesn't need to jump to the transformation part.
I wonder where Shadow Milk Cookie could be.
Just stay near the statue. I don't have him yet in the kingdom. I'm not that rich. Despite me oh my gosh, you actually did run up to the statue. I wonder if he had any, like... Can't interact with this building. You'd think she would. But... I know I have golden cheese. I have over nearly 2 million crystals. I have nearly 2 million crystals. I have nearly 2 million crystals, but I don't have the gutsy to get Shadow Milk yet, because it relies on luck.
More. Give me more sweetness.
Why are we getting all, like... We're having a streak of very small cookies who are just craving sweet. First we had plumbing, what was it? Who was it? Creme a la mode? Pudding a la mode. And now we get this fella. Why is the streak continuing?
Foolish cookies. Hello, my name
No.
is Apple. Ooh la la. Look at all these cookies. Who should I trick first?
I can disable you with one button press, I'll have you know. It'll be that easy. You won't be able to trick anyone at that point. You're gonna have to be enter into a plumbing lowered grave.
Master Shadow Milk Cookie.
Did you have to make those noises? Plum, you like their #1 simp? I understand they're a jest, but come the plum on.
One crisp bite. That's how it all began.
What? Technically began with the first cookies, you know, the beast, technically. What do you mean a first crisp bite? Do you mean like someone bit the apple and they were just like, oh, well, it's time to trick them all. I haven't gotten that far into the story. Stop spoiling the plumbing story for me.
Hello. Oh, my icing sweet little apple, coated with shimmering sugar syrup.
I'm pretty sure that's all the quotes, at least for the overworld portion, but yeah, don't worry. This little prick has more quotes. Just in her informational screen. Her, like, main page.
Mix and mash, and turn it into sticky gooey toffee.
I don't even think that's how toffee works. Yeah, you're making, like... Isn't the correct term Tangulu? Because that's just, like, sugar-coated fruit. Toffee is, like, more of, like, a hardened caramel, right? Or at least something coffee-esque. I don't know, it's something that also gets put in cookies. I think.
Mix and mash, lies and trickery conjure up the perfect world of delusion.
I swear, I will never get people who just live on a whole bed of lies. This is why none of you see me have a good ego, because if I have a major ego, I know I'm just lying to myself at this point.
You could say I was born to lie.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to put that on a Hot Topic shirt.
Mix and match. You could say I... Now then, how about a sweet lie?
By the way, that's her first of all, that's her quote when you pull her on the, you know, in the gacha. What the plum is a sweet lie. Like, hey, fun fact. Sweet lie. You smell good. There you go. There's a sweet lie, because fun fact, it's a plumbing lie.
You could say... Where are you looking? I'm over here, dough brain.
Probably because you're like 2 feet tall. I'm obviously gonna look like over you. I mean, no offense, but like, your best bet for the apples are using them as stilts just to walk higher.
I'd do anything for Shadow Milk Cookie.
Yeah, there's no. I'm really hoping in the story Shadow Milk thinks you're weird. I am praying that happens, honestly.
Where are you looking? I do. Shadow Milk Cookie is gonna love it.
Yeah, she's the simp. Okay, she's the simpy one. I'm very interested in reading up on it. You know what? Let's see if she has like any more quotes, just like one more, and then I'm gonna read up on her story because I'm that curious now.
Mix and match. You could say I'm sweet on the outside, a fun secret on the inside.
Okay, now you're just straight up lying to me. Fun fact: the inside of a candy apple is literally the apple. They're both sweet. You gotta stop with all this BS coming out of your mouth. Okay. According to her story, which I'm curious about, it says, what was the first lie ever told? No one ever knows for sure, but one cookie claims to have been born from it. Candy apple cookie. Her syrup is so sticky, it can seal lips shut, and so glossy, it leaves everyone staring in awe. Candy apple cookie believes she was crafted by the master of deceit himself, Shadow Milk Cookie. From the moment she opened her eyes, her loyalty had been unwavering, dedicating herself to earning his love and trust. Though indifferent to most things, Candy Apple Cookie has a flair for mischief and a passion for dressing up. She delights in tricking other cookies, giggling with sinister glee as they fall for her schemes, only to dash off in search of Shadow Milk Cookie's approval. Beware, the first bite of the apple of lies is always the sweetest. Part of me feels like this has, like, some sort of something to do with, What was that one Disney movie? Snow White? Like the poison apple? Part of me feels like there's some sort of like relevance when it comes to this. But all she knows is like, all we know is like she's the simp, she dresses up well, and she lies. That's literally it. Anyway, there's also her first encounter thing, which you can see by pulling her from the gacha. But here it is right here if you want to see the little animation for it.
Now then, how about a sweet lie? One bite will leave you wanting more.
I'm really hoping that one's a lie, which, by the way, she's a bomber set in the middle, so obviously she's meant to do damage. And, I will say, this gacha is a little bit more eventful than the one for, like, the last cookies we had, especially for the ones in the Triple Cone Cup. I don't care how much hate Oakchun cookies recently been getting, you at least have to admit, her gacha is a little bit better than all the ones from the Clubbing Cookie, what is it, the Great Cookie Games, that's what it is. Anyway, now she also has a skill, which I'm gonna push my mic up just a little bit up here so I can hopefully speak better. I swear, if this is being stuck right now, that's not what I want. So you better stay right here. I guarantee you Candy Apple's messing with my mic. Is that what you're doing now? You're just messing with my microphone? Is that what you're doing? I should have known. Here we go. It's all fixed. Anyway, according to her skill, it says here, Apple of My Eye. This looks like one of the most basic skills I've ever seen. Candy Apple Cookie slams down a giant lollipop with a heave. Enemies hit will suffer from reduced attack and defense and take increased damage. The lollipop will shatter, granting HP shields and for all allies, and increasing their attack, and candy shards will deal damage to enemies, further increasing the damage taken. So, despite it being simple, seems like it still can do some damage because it says, hit enemies, they're gonna have both attack and defense reduced, and that means their damage is gonna be increased, which is good. But also the lollipop shatters, granting HP shields for surprisingly everyone, but also increases their attack. So she's kind of like a mix-up between a bomber and a support. And also the candy shards also deal damage to enemies, which further increases the damage. So you hit, causes their defense and attack to weaken, and then after that, you get the candy shards, which also give us HP shields, and raise our own attack, while also damaging the enemies again. Seems like it does have some use to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and feed you some good old food now.
Time for a little makeover!
No, I'm pretty sure the correct term is lunch. By the way, I have over 1,000,000 XP jellies. That's actually good. Even if for level 1, that's still really good to have.
Sweet equals strong, right?
I mean, there's some cookies who would definitely agree with you. But, I don't know, as long as milk is sweet, but you can't swim in that or else y'all would disintegrate.
Huh? What's this? Give me!
Okay, yeah, she's definitely some sort of a relative to pudding a la mode. It has to be some sort of relation right there. Even if not really, I would headcanon that it is.
I just love sweet things!
You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm waiting for one of these quotes to be like, I should bring this to Shadow Milk Cookie, or something Shadow Milk Cookie related. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Sweet equals strong, right?
You believe that.
Time for a little makeover! Sweet equals strong,
Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and boost you to level 30, because I definitely want to test you out a little bit more. Here you go.
Huh? What's this? Give me!
And I'm gonna go ahead and increase your skill. Oh, hey, look at this. So there's... What is it? Okay, powders, but there's also concentrate. You have no skill powder concentrate. What? Okay, well, that's weird. Well, whatever. I'll just go ahead and use the normal skill powders because I have a lot of those anyway. There we go. Boost those up, and oh, it didn't really make a sound for some reason. It's kind of sad. Anywho, she's at 36,000 power, so you know for a fact I have to go ahead and test her out into an actual level. Which, by the way, I think for some reason it's been wanting me to visit over here recently. Yeah, it says this. So it says, a new blessing awaits you here. Prayers of so many cookies have been made possible. This blessing will help you in your battle against evil. From now on, not only the disciplines of the hall will have their level of skill increased, but also the skill level as well. Now then, these buttons will show the increased skill level for all cookies of that type. Okay, select that type and you will see the 5 strongest cookies of that type. The skill level of all disciplines will be matched to the cookie with the lowest level of the 5. Hope you all find the renewed Hall of Ancients to your liking. Huh? So it tells you, like... So at least shows you the strongest cookies of each variant? I would assume so. Oh, okay, so like your strongest healer is like level 53. Okay, I'm starting to understand that. That makes sense. Which, by the way, they increased the level cap on that, so that means they're gonna have some, they're gonna have some pretty strong levels. By the way, I was over here because I was completing some, monster beatdown missions, or whatever the plummet was. So let's go back to a little bit more of a normal level, back in Crispia. Probably, how strong is this? 50,000? Should I? No, let's go back one stage at the very least. Pilgrim's Path. And then we'll do the pastry cookie level. 36,000. That's literally perfect. It's literally on par. Hello? You can hire cookies now. Check it out. Okay, I guess. If you need a specific cookie, you can hire them from another player. Let me tell you more about this place. This is the list of the most popular cookies. They're all very strong, I'm sure. And here you can find cookies hired by your friends or guildmates. Struggling to which one to pick? There's a list of recommendations. If you need a particularly strong cookie or a newly added one, find them here. And of course, there's also the filtering options too. So who am I? So there's golden cheese. I see shadow milk. I can get an early shadow milk cookie if I wanted to. Also, burning spice. Someone's shadow milk is like nearly 1,000,000 power. That frost squeeze nearly 1,000,000 power. Ooh. Man, how the pleb can anyone hire any of my cookies? What the pleb's going on there? Anyway, let's go ahead and find this bombastic cookie at 36,000. They probably have to be somewhere up here. Which, they also have some quotes for putting them out, down onto the battlefield as well. Here you go.
Let's turn that frown upside down.
Pretty sure you don't want that, because I'm pretty sure she's definitely lying about that. She's a deceiver.
This'll be over in a pinch.
More like a pinch of salt that your sweetness definitely needs.
This'll be over in a pinch.
You should have one more, or at least 4 or 3.
You're all syrup. Get it?
What? You're all syrup? Was the joke like she's trying to say you're all sweet, but she just said syrup and... Could you repeat that to me again?
Seriously? Going against the candy apple cookie?
I didn't even know who you are until like 3 days ago.
Seriously? Anything for shadow milk cookie?
Okay, yeah, she's a heavy simp.
Anything for shadow milk
Yes, we get it.
Seriously?
Can you just...
Anything
Can you say the joke?
Seriously?
I'm done with you. Okay, let's just go
Going
through.
against the
I'm about to put...
candy apple
I'm about to
cookie?
dip so much sugar syrup over your lips just so you can shut your face. I just wanted to understand what that plumbing one quote meant. Okay, and spawns hearts. Okay, so it's a spread attack, which is actually pretty good for enemies.
Melt into
And she hoisters it behind her, lifts it up, and then just like suplexes it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, there they all go. Sounds easy enough. Yeah, she could have definitely done one of the hardest levels, if I'm being honest. But now let's do it with a whole wave of them. And bam. Does she turn around when hitting it? Because now she, I will say, affects her too because she gets the attack up. So obviously, it's going to help with all these enemies, which I think this is perfect to do literally right at the end of the level that we're approaching. Is this the end? Yep, here it goes. And she turns around and smashes it. Which also, those candy shards can also like splatter, so that would be good for like surrounding enemies.
Shadow milk cookie! I won!
Of course it's for Shadow Milk Cookie. Why wouldn't it be for Shadow Milk Cookie? Alright. So here's my initial thoughts. Even though her skill is simplistic, I think it still would be pretty good. If anything, I think it would make more sense for her to like have any more of an effect. If she was on a team with Shadow Milk Cookie, she'd get this like special effect where like maybe she'd like get some more HP or like some defense, because I feel like that'd make her a bit more snazzy. But if I were to use her, I think your best bet to use is just cooldown, because that means you can spam her attack so many times, which can not only shatter amongst all the enemies that are in front of you, but also that means you'd be getting so many HP shields, your attack would be increased, and I think also something to do with your defense. Yeah, defense and attack would increase, so you'd just be constantly getting any of those. It wouldn't really necessarily help you in regards to speed, but like if you just go ahead and just keep on spamming that, then you're gonna have like a big time just like shattering that apple over and over and over again. Though, I would say attack can also work, but I feel like the best bet is just making sure that you get the buffs that she provides over and over and over again. But that's just from my personal opinion. I'm not the best when it comes to this game. I literally just play because I think it's fun. Anyway, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Kick Around YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you won't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.